Hey, love bugs. Definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your time coming to my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing beautiful family, just thank you so much for the love and support. It is so greatly appreciated. Um, we're going through all these different changes, elevating towards bigger and better. So I'm just loving to give that positive vibe to y'all as y'all been, blessing and giving it to me as well. So it's truly a blessing. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift and how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. If you feel like the videos are uplifting, informative, give you good vibes or good inspiration that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath going through trying times and needs spiritual guidance or just needs confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes. Please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music I'm listening to in the background, um, is called Uplift Positive Energy, Physical Emotional Cleansing, Stop Overthinking, 532 Hertz Miracle Tone. And I will place the link in the description box below. And my video today is Twin Flame 101. Heyoka is Just Breathe. Going through detachment and disconnect, shift to next level. Yeah, we're all, we all, it's like for the last, what is it, probably a month or two, things shifted in a very, very, very big way. And it's like, we're, at times when there's things you've been working on your life path that you want in your life, either career change, new house, starting your own business, like me, doing your own YouTube channel. There's a lot of things that you're trying to bring, to where you can get abundance in different levels, that you're trying to manifest in your life. And a lot of things is sending you echoes that things are going through a huge change, but it's starting to take a toll on, your essence, your thought process, your focus process, your emotional and mental health, your well-being, all these things, where you have to really just give yourself a moment when you need to give yourself a moment. You have to be able to, practice patience, as I keep on hearing, practice patience. Things have to go in moderation. Don't think everything's going to come all in one big batch when you want it to come. Don't jump on something quick decision because it sounds good. Going through this was not going to be an easy journey. A lot of people, we weren't expecting all this, but you're learning and growing. Even though there's times, I talk to the universe and I say I'm human. I can be okay today, and it could be something that's going on, and I'm just so ready to just, ready to jump ship. you know but you have to be gentle with yourself. You're already going through spiritual changes, spiritual acceptance, spiritual growth. So that's a lot that you're taking in, and then you're healing from all these different lives you had. I mean, we're just, doing multitasking, with, and we're all over the place, but they just want you to be able to breathe, when that's that time for you to recharge. Because at times I really, if you've been with me for a while, y'all already know it's like, Roslynn, that, when people I talk to that I'm on, and connect with on one-on-one, and sometimes, they were like, Roslyn, you do so many videos. Or, even people that drop comments like, girl, god dog, I can't keep up with you. Even my play son, he's like, Mom, you do a lot of videos, because he's a YouTuber as well. He's like, I put out one or two during the day, and shoot, you don't put out 10 already. I'm like, look, with the spiritual setup I got, they want me to be able to cover every content. There's a lot of different motivational speakers that have their own YouTube channel, but I try to do stuff differently. What am I called to talk about? What light do I need to shed? What do I need to have people focus on dealing with their, personal growth, personal acknowledgement, all these different things that had to be processed and progressed. We're going to be this, you had that feel that, your life has already took a major change because your interest is not even the same anymore. You don't have the same kind of even conversations that I've always been a person like, I never like small talk, but if you have something that's gonna keep my interest on, views of life, different situations you go through, what kind of changes you notice in your mind, your process goes through. Um, what am I working on? What do I want most in the world? These different things go in my mind all the time, and it's a blessing when you can be able to, reciprocate, talk to other people about different things, and it's a blessing that you're gravitating towards people that are on the same level as you. It's just because it's like the things that I used to do, the hobbies I used to partake in, it's just not in my interest anymore. Most of the people that I dealt with this in my city, they either smoke weed or they drink or they go to the clubs and all this stuff. And that's not like I'm like thinking I'm better than anybody. That's not the case. And I'm getting so many, ah, got an earring. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I got elevating. I got an ear ringing situation, but uh, yeah, when you're going through all those different situations, it's not like I look at the people that I used to deal with and act like I'm better than them. It's just, I still got love for them, but I just can't. I don't connect with you on that level anymore. Because I said, shoot, if I go hang with somebody, I'm gonna be bored because everybody gonna get turned up, smoking weed, being high than giraffe butt, all those different things. And I'm just like, am I supposed to just be the designated driver? And there's certain places that I would go here, they have this place is they call it the Legion. I should have already known I shouldn't have been in there because it's called the Legion. It's a Masonic place by day, but it's a little club at night. And it was like every time I go in there, it was so heavy because I said, whatever they're doing in here is not something I need to be engaged in. That ain't the type of energy I messed up with. I know the last time I went there, it was like I felt like somebody put a roofie in my drink, even though I know nobody didn't because I had my cup in my hand. I always made sure when I was in the club, I always had my hand over my cup just because I know people are known for doing stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, I started throwing up black smoke. I was seeing people's faces distort and everything like that. And I think I was going through a major change where a gift switch, you know, uh, switched on. And this was right after my dad had passed away. So it was a lot of different things. Friends was trying to get me out the house and, knowing I was dealing with, that grief and stuff like that and just coming to terms with it. So it was like a lot of different things I was feeling in that time. And I knew I had that vision of, second sight. Some people thought it was funny. It's like, oh, Rosalind's crazy. But, there'll be certain things that, when I tell people and they, they ask their loved ones to tell them or want to deliver messages. And when I do that, shun me away like, that's just creepy. You don't took me aback with the information you show because I know there is no way of you knowing certain things. It's just, I had a coworker, her best friend passed away around this time of year and a matter of fact, I need to text her to make sure she's okay because I know this is around that time of year. She just died last year. God rest her soul. But there were so many different things, different candies she ate. There were certain scars. They had matching scars. There was no way for me knowing that. But, and it really gave her peace, but it kind of scared her at the same time. I said, you told her to tell you if there's times you wanted her to know if she was around. I just told you. And, she wasn't used to that. But it's a blessing when you can be able to do things like that. But going through these major shifts is something that you really have to. Sometimes it can be a hard pill to swallow because you're going through spiritual detachment, emotional detachment, even probably sexually detachment because shoot, I'm celibate. I just don't have nobody in that neither region. I think my body will go in the shop. I haven't been doing nothing, but I feel good about that though because I'm not allowing myself to have anybody invade their energy with mine because I know my energy is pure. I can't deal with somebody got all that different energy, and especially they got things that you don't know about. People sometimes got that extra package, that gift that keeps on giving and not in a good way. So, I'm allowing myself to go through these process of heal from a toxic relationship, which was actually a blessing in disguise, going through all those different things and being able to heal from that, because that was like 21 years on and off, but he always think I'm joking when I told him, this is the best blessing you could have ever gave me. And it took me a long time to feel that, because I said I would never let nobody else put me in that situation, but a lot of times you have to be able to go through certain situations, the hardest situations, you'll end up appreciating, because it lets you view your life in a totally different way. It allowed you to really see it from a positive point of view. A lot of times we have to be put through trauma to know what to look for before it comes again. Or if you're ready to start a different situation, like a different relationship, I didn't go on dates. I don't associate with people. There's people I used to date that, hey Roslyn, what's up? I'm like, block. I'm like, y'all be like, hey, how you doing? Good to hear from you. And block them. I'm like, because I already feel what you want. And ain't no, no, no. So it's just like going through that. It allowed me to know, allow yourself to heal. Don't jump into a situation because you don't like being alone. Don't jump into a situation because you don't like laying by yourself, or you want somebody to hold you and all that stuff. I say I'm good with that. When it's time for me to go to that step, universe will make sure they orchestrate that for me. For right now, I'm working on my healing. I'm working on structuring myself, allowing myself to put up safe boundaries, all those different things. And I really truly appreciate that road, because I mean, when I looked, I got frustrated. People know it's close to me. Y'all probably even heard me a couple of times saying I'm ready for this situation to be over with. But I understand why I have to wait. I understand because I'm working on myself. I'm gaining, the things that I need to gain from this. I'm detaching from old life to prepare myself for a new life. Bringing, allowing myself to let go of the old so the new can come in. So it's just a lot that you have to be able to allow yourself to, let me just sit with this real quick and get a kind of acquainted on where I really truly need to be. Because a lot of times, I used to, when I was going through all these things, I can read people's thoughts. I can feel the energy that they carry. It's like, what, you didn't have to say nothing. Your energy would be basically telling me what you're trying to say. And sometimes I'm like, I don't like how you're looking at me in that tone. Don't look at me in that tone. Don't blink at me in that energy. I already knew what was going on. Some people just wanted to avoid me because they knew there are some things they don't want me to know. So it was like being able to, go through all these different things allowed me to love myself on a deeper level, appreciate every situation that I have came across, knowing whatever has spiritually, emotionally, sexually scarred me in whatever way, knowing this is that time for healing. Because it's like when universe puts you by yourself, when they isolate you, they're about to elevate you. But before they can elevate you, you have to go through, it's like you're going through, what is it? What is it? Partner agreement, all them different contracts. And I hate signing papers. I'm like, I now I see where I get it from, because my dad was like that. He don't like putting his name on nothing. It's like signing your life away. And I've always been like that. But, it's just like this situation has taught me so much, because before, like I said before, going through this when it first happened, I ain't like being by myself. My friend was like, what do you mean? I said, I don't like being alone with my thoughts. And, they really didn't understand what I was going through, but she wasn't at that mentality. She's like trifling mentality. So when somebody's actually speaking the truth, she don't understand that. But, God, I pray for her. But going through that allowed me to appreciate so many different things. Because, when you're facing stuff at that time, you hold a lot of resentment, you have anger, you got confusion, you trying to come to terms. So a lot of times you got to just reflect, release, relax, reset, reflect. You got to go through those r's, and you really do, and release, all those different things. So when I allow myself, not to be thinking in my emotions, thinking of, you know ready to run towards things because that life looks so good. Universe want to be able to gift all those things for repaid in kind, and the karma that you've been pushing out to the universe. And there's a lot of times that when I spoke my feelings towards certain people. I used to get so upset and so hurt. I said, why do I push out so much positivity? I go out and help so many people, not for looking for things in return, but I enjoy what I do. But why do I have the life that I have? Like, I pushed out so much negativity. And it's just, I used to get so upset and say it's not fair, because the people that went out their way to hurt me, that lied, steal, cheat, do all these things, they just get a smack on the hand. But me, I'm really paying for it. And it's just like, when you're going through, when you have that feeling that you're carrying around, it is an upsetting feeling, especially when you found out somebody's done some things to you and you have to sit with that. Then you can't react to it the way you want to react to it. And, it really took me a minute. It's going on almost 4 years that, all these things are going on, and still grieving, you know, still trying to come to terms where you just have to close the door without explanation when I need an explanation. But I have to understand the things that I'm wanting is come in due time, when universe feels that I'm ready for that, making sure I'm balanced in all accord, all these different things. So allowing myself to do that is a blessing, that they're allowing me to connect with people that got kind of like the same situation I do. So I don't have to feel alone, with dealing with so many things, because it's just like I said, when you know what I've been through, you hear the experiences that I had to endure. I feel like I'm blessed, because I'm not saying that my situation is very traumatic, that where somebody else can't endure. Whatever is for you to deal with emotionally scarred, you have to be that person that has to deal with that. But, with my situation, it could be a lot worse. I could have, really acted out on my impulse. And so glad I didn't do that, because, anything about empaths and Heyokas and indigos, and when you're a Wiccan type situation and you have rage, that's not a good thing. It's like, Incredible Hulk, the David Banner. You don't like that, because when it gets to that side, it takes a lot to bring me back. And, I'm just glad that only happened to me one time. And I said, I would never allow myself to get that way again, because I scared myself. I felt good after I did it, but I felt bad for myself, because I never allowed somebody to take me out of character like that. But it was like, they had it coming, but it's just, I don't want to be that type of person. I'm not going to allow somebody to, you know, to manipulate me, to take me out my character. A lot of times people will throw a bone at you. I deal with it here. But, just like I said, when people are YouTubers, and they want to be YouTubers. My daughter wants to do it. And I'm just like, I don't know about that. And I'm not saying I don't have confidence in her, but she's really sensitive. And I told her I'm sensitive too, but you have to have tough skin when it comes to certain things. Even if you're doing good things, there's always somebody that's going to, dry hate on you or throw shade on you and say some negative stuff. I mean, the things I've had to deal with here, I done had to make videos about it, you know, and it's like, I'm not going to keep, responding to that. I'll just give you a link and, save me the trouble on sitting up here saying that mess again, you know. But I enjoy what I do. I have to be able to balance it out. I have a lot of positive feedback for the videos I do, but every once in a while, somebody will pull that ignorant card on me, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna let you be stupid by yourself, and you can take, I had somebody judge me the other day, and I'm like, oh, bye. I ain't got time. I'm not even gonna waste my energy on your ignorant comment. I ain't even gonna respond. How about I delete you? How about that? You can talk to yourself about it, but you ain't gonna talk to me, because I had to laugh it off and keep going. But I love the fact that I'm going through these experiences, because I'm allowing myself to heal where I need to heal, allow myself to accept the things that I need to accept, allow myself to take that emotion out of certain situations, knowing this life I'm detaching from. I'm disconnecting from my old ways. And a lot of times you got to really breathe through that, because you're it's like you're putting your essence in shock, your aura in shock, spiritual vibes, sexual vibes, emotional vibes, mental vibes, because you're changing really, and your body and everything else is trying to readjust right along with you. So it might make you kind of, sensitive, might make you a little off, but you had to go through that, and they just want you to be able to breathe. There's a lot of times I used to want to keep myself busy so I didn't reflect on other things, and that's never good for you to do that. And I used to tell people that, and I truly apologize if you've been with me for a while and you heard me say that you got to maneuver yourself from thinking about negative things. No, what they need you to do is, when those type of situations coming up, is allowing you to know, if this still affects you, this is what you need to heal from. Allow yourself to detach that emotion from that memory. It could no longer affect you if you're not allowing that to happen. That was in the past. But when those come up, is parting ways with you, but you have to respect that memory for what it was. It allows you to reflect the power that you have to overcome that obstacle. It allows you to be able to embrace that situation, because that situation should no longer bother you. Especially when I can see if it's like something you have to endure every day, but you can't be triggered about something if you don't allow yourself to be triggered. You have to always try to change the way you view things. If I know a thing's coming up, it's because I need to heal from that. I need to do that. Uh, so going through all those different things, it was change, uh, life changing, but it was a benefit on so many different levels that I truly do appreciate. So when you're going through these things, allow yourself to breathe through that process. Take that time out if you need to take that time to recharge. If you've been getting them signs like I do, because I'll be like, I'm ignoring you, I'm gonna do that. Next, all hell break loose. So when they tell me to take that time, I'm gonna take that time. I'll be trying to push that envelope sometimes. But, this is going to be my last video because y'all, I'm so tired. I'm still, trying to get, catch up on the sleep I've been lacking in the last week. So I would love to give a post notification shout out to Jade Elise and Rising Angel. Much love to you. And, like and subscribe. Let me know if you resonate, or if these things are going on in your life right now. Um, give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Tell somebody about the channel. It might help them out a lot. And I love the support as well. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And know that I will be praying for your better days, and there are other people praying for your better days. And I hope whatever you're trying to manifest comes 10 times more than what you thought it would be, and sooner than expected. I'm not going to be making any videos because I'm going to be spending half of the night and most of tomorrow cooking. Jesus, I'm not looking forward to that. So I'll be back on Friday. If I'm not that busy throughout the day, I might make a video or two. But I hope y'all have a blessed, safe Thanksgiving, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace and be wild.